2026 is about to bring us back into the world of the Clone Wars, but this time without the Jedi. That's right, Lucasfilm's upcoming series Maul, Shadow Lord, will return us to the ashes of the Republic, where the galaxy has fallen to darkness, and one of Star Wars' most iconic villains is left to pick up the pieces. But what happens when there are no Jedi left to fight? And what does that mean for Maul's story? Let's dive into everything we know and what we could see in this thrilling new chapter of Star Wars animation. What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back to the channel. So it's official, the Clone Wars sequel series is coming in 2026, and it's called Maul, Shadow Lord. But this isn't your typical return to the galaxy far, far away. This is not a story of heroes, lightsabers, or the Force being used for good. This is the aftermath. A galaxy smothered in shadow, ruled by the iron grip of the Empire after Darth Vader's birth. Sam Witwer, the legendary voice behind Darth Maul, confirmed during Rebel Scum Con in Dallas that the show will not feature Jedi Knights. Not a single one. That's a bold move considering how much the Clone Wars' emotional heart came from Anakin, Obi-Wan, and of course Ahsoka Tano. But Maul Shadow Lord isn't about hope. It's about what happens when hope dies. Sam Witwer described Maul's mindset perfectly, saying that after the fall of the Republic, Maul is left wondering, is this what we had in mind? I didn't think it was going to be this. Think about that for a second. This is Maul, once the apprentice of Darth Sidious, a Sith who dreamed of power, order, and revenge. But now, the galaxy he fought to shape has become a lifeless machine. The colors, the magic, and the knights, they're all gone. The Empire is cold, gray, and lifeless, and Maul realizes he might have been fighting for the wrong side all along. This is a story of a broken Sith Lord searching for meaning in a galaxy without balance. Imagine Maul walking through the ruins of old battlefields, haunted by memories of Jedi he once despised, and maybe even respected. Without enemies to fight, he's forced to face something far scarier, himself. So what's the Maul Shadow Lord actually about? The show reportedly picks up about a year after Revenge of the Sith. The Republic has fallen, Palpatine has taken full control, and the Jedi are either dead or in hiding. The galaxy is drowning in fear, and Maul, who survived his last encounter in Clone Wars Season 7, is now wandering in the shadows. We'll likely see him on the run, hunted by the Empire he once thought would bring him glory. He's no longer a Sith, but he's not a Jedi either. He's something else, a relic of an old war, trying to find his place in a galaxy that's moved on. If the Clone Wars was about the chaos of battle and moral gray areas, Shadow Lord looks to be about isolation, identity, and powerlessness. It's the calm after the storm, if calm means total devastation. Now let's talk about the big headline, no Jedi. At first it sounds a little shocking. The Jedi were the backbone of the Clone Wars. We followed their missions, their conflicts, and their fall. But this time they're gone. And that's exactly the point. In this new galaxy, the Jedis are myths. The survivors are in hiding, hunted by Inquisitors scattered across the Outer Rim. To Maul, the Jedi represented something ancient and noble, even if he hated them. Without them, the galaxy feels empty. Witwer hinted that Maul might ask, what happened to the Jedi Knights? Maybe we'll see him seeking out traces of them, only to realize that the light they represented has completely vanished. But, and here's where things get interesting, Star Wars lore tells us that during this time, the Path is forming. That's the secret network we saw in Obi-Wan Kenobi, helping Jedi survivors escape Imperial persecution. So while there may not be Jedi front and center, it's possible Maul crosses paths with the Path itself. Imagine the tension. Maul offered a chance at safety by the people trying to save what's left of the Jedi, and he turns his back on them. Because Maul doesn't want peace, he wants vengeance. The possibilities for Maul, Shadow Lord, are endless. Here's what I could see play out in the series. Number 1. The Rise of the Crimson Dawn. We know from Solo, a Star Wars story, that Maul eventually becomes the head of the Crimson Dawn crime syndicate. Shadow Lord could show us how he builds that empire, taking control of criminal factions, manipulating smugglers, and ruling through fear. Picture a darker, underworld vision of Clone Wars, where lightsabers are replaced by blasters and backstabbing deals. Number 2. Maul versus the Inquisitors. With the Empire hunting down Jedi, Maul could easily cross paths with the Inquisitors, Force-sensitive assassins trained by Vader himself. Imagine Maul confronting the so-called Dark Jedi, disgusted that Palpatine replaced him with lesser warriors. A duel between Maul and an Inquisitor could give us some of the most brutal animation Star Wars has ever seen. Number 3. Connections to Ahsoka and the Path. While Ahsoka is in hiding during this period, a cameo isn't out of the question. She and Maul share a haunting connection. Maybe he senses her presence across the galaxy, or maybe the Path, led by characters like Quinlan Vos, hears whispers of a horned Force user wandering the Outer Rim and fears he's another Inquisitor. Number 4. Psychological storytelling. We might get a side of Maul we've never truly explored. Guilt, regret, maybe even sorrow. He's lost his brother Savage Opress. He's lost Mandalore. And now even his purpose as a Sith is gone. The show could dive deep into his psyche, showing us a fractured warrior haunted by every betrayal, from Sidious to his own obsession with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Number 5. A prelude to Rebels. Maul Shadow Lord could end right where Star Wars Rebels picks up. With Maul beginning his obsession with finding Kenobi, it would perfectly bridge his transformation from warlord to desperate broken hermit, searching for his one true purpose, revenge. So this begs the larger question: why would the series even matter? Well, the brilliance of the Clone Wars was that it humanized both heroes and villains. This series now has the chance to do that on a much darker, more introspective level. This is Star Wars at its most tragic. A story not about the battle between light and dark, but what happens when both are gone. Maul is the embodiment of a galaxy that's lost its way. No Jedi, no Republic, just chaos, control, and survival. And yet, that's exactly why fans are so excited. Because through Maul's journey, we might see what the galaxy truly became after the Jedi fell. And how evil, left unchecked, devours itself. Now it's time for you to tell me what you think. Should Maul Shadow Lord include a surviving Jedi or stay completely in the shadows? And what storyline are you hoping to see explored the most? Crimson Dawn's rise, Inquisitors, or Maul's hunt for Kenobi? Let me know all of your theories down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Guys, don't forget to keep those heads on, and I'll see you in the next video.